Hey, everybody, and welcome into Casual Relief, a Door Disc Golf podcast. My name is Ben, joined as always with Michael and Matt. But a very, very special addition to the crew tonight, one of Door Disc Golf's own, owner of the shop, Kaden Stalky. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How's everybody?
I'm doing so good. All right, guys. Do you ever be driving in your car, maybe like 10, 20 minutes, and then you're just ripping farts left and right, just ripping them. And then you get out of your car because you're just like, you got to do something. Like today, I had to go get my mail. And then I came back up to my car to go get my lunch box and stuff that was in my front seat. And I opened up the door and I'm just like, Michael, you stink. You ever do that?
I do that, but I don't tell people on a live podcast, live audience.
Good to know we're going off the rails.
It's already derailed. It's all over.
All I can say is I greatly appreciate pooping cough conversations. So, and yes, I've been blasting my eyebrows off for the last couple of weeks pretty good. And it's kind of like a shame, you just I gotta go take a bath or something. I'm dirty. I gotta go to church.
That's how I'm doing. I'm doing great.
There are days when I regret doing this podcast, or why did I invite put myself into this world? And right now I'm kind of having that moment.
I don't think you are, truly.
This is supposed to be a disc golf podcast.
Ben, this might be the first thing and only thing we ever agree upon on the podcast.
I'm sorry, but Carpe Diem sees the carp. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
You guys want to talk about disc golf? I think that's why people are here.
Please.
That's why people have tuned in. We'll do two questions to start off, then we'll get into our main segment, which is we are doing a snake draft tonight. We'll get more into that in a bit, and then as always, we will end the show with buy or sell. My first question for you guys is, what is the hardest thing in disc golf?
I would say just mental focus and just mental fortitude throughout a round in general. One of the things I struggle with a lot, if you're having a rough round or if you're just having a bad go of things, just getting your head in the right space and, just to keep pushing through the round.
I could go off of that as well. I definitely think headspace. I agree with Matt. That's probably number one. In terms of focus, that's something I definitely struggle with. But I think one of the biggest things is just, keeping that positive mindset and not letting, a bad shot really influence the entire round.
I'm going to say in the more technical form of the game, throwing a shot that just stays straight. And stays straight and stays straight and finishes straight. Also, I think in the same kind of vein as the technicality of that is also throwing that late flipping hyzer flip shot where you throw it hard on a hyzer, it gets up to flat, stays flat for a very long part of the flight, and then finishes to the right for a right-handed backhand player. That's probably the hardest thing in the game for me. Yeah.
If we're going technical things, if anybody has any forehand tips, I am absolutely garbage at them.
For me, the hardest thing in disc golf is putting a grip rainfly on
That's
your
true. Yeah. That's really true.
Also true.
So that kind of is just a good segue into our next kind of conversation that Michael wanted to talk about. It's gonna snow. It's gonna snow and rain tomorrow for our first tournament of the year. So I put a grip rainfly on my bag heading into tomorrow. But Michael, do you want to kind of introduce us into this next segment?
Yeah. So this next little question I have for you guys is, what do you do the night before a tournament to prepare for your rounds the next day?
I'm huge into just making sure all my stuff is set out, ready to go, looking at the weather, hyper focused on the weather. to see what's going to happen and what's going to come. Then I'm adjusting my bag based on that. Am I adding discs? Am I taking discs out? Just switching discs in? And then using my like heating pad and my massage gun to really like loosen up my shoulder and get ready for the fancy. After shoulder surgery, I struggle to keep that loose and such. So just really taking the time the night before to make sure it's all stretched out, good to go.
Okay. I like that.
I do a whole lot of nothing, guys. I mean, I do the pretty standard of just like grab my disc, but like, I don't know, I'm probably like an anomaly that like I do look at the weather to know how to dress, but like my bag's my bag. Like I don't feel like, for me, trying to mix in things, especially if I've been working on something for a while. And I think for like, as you guys know, and I'm sure listeners know that I'm on the Lone Star Ranger team. So like, this is the first true event that I'm playing with like a full Lone Star bag. So like, I'm trying to dial that in, and then to try and like mix some things around that I haven't thrown is probably going to be difficult. So just kind of a set it and forget it. Like just got my stuff kind of ready to go, but nothing like super crazy. Like I'll probably just stretch out when I get to the course and get some putts up, but that'll be about it.
I mean, for me, Michael and I talked about it before the show. I'm an over prepare and an underperformer. So my life motto in a nutshell.
That's awesome. The night before, usually I try to pay attention to, I mean, the weather is obviously an important variable. But the main thing for me is the wind speeds. If I know that it's going to be a pretty windy day, the most important thing is I like to throw a lot of flippier stuff. I like to work with hyzer flips. So like when we did the Fall Classic in October, I basically was throwing a Warbird a lot more than I've ever thrown. And it was just something I knew it wasn't going to flip over and dump hard to the right.
Yeah. Let's say I like to eat a good, healthy dinner night before. Yeah, get a good dose of veggies in. Drink plenty of water. Get hydrated up and nice and ready. And then I go through my bag depending on the course. If I need to stable up in some areas, I can stable up. And then also on the same point, if the wind is down, I'll stable down a little bit and get my flippier stuff, get max distance going, rock that out. Yeah, big time.
If the groups aren't posted, one of my favorite things to do is just try and guess the PDGA live passcode just so I can see who I'm playing with and where I'm playing. Because then I'll just check UDisc and figure it out and just try and do some like disc selection before. It's just a fun random game to play to try and guess something.
I like that. But that's it. That's
anything else,
that was my
fellas?
question. So
Right on. All right. So tonight's main segment, we're doing a snake draft. We are drafting our ideal disc golf day. There are 5 categories we got to pick. And just like true snake draft style, if something's off the board, it is off the board, and you got to pick something else. We have to pick a beverage, a snack, a course, a dream doubles partner, which I've heard might have been open to interpretation, which is going to be fun. And then
I ran away with that one.
And then the last one was a DDO walkout song. So I'm going to do a random order generator on my phone. This will randomize the order. If you have the 4th pick, you will go twice, and then it'll come back.
Sweet.
So true snake draft style. So I am pressing it right now, and the order is. I will hold this up to the camera. The order is
already rigged.
It's not the order. The order is Ben, Matt, Kaden, and Michael.
I hate it.
This is so bad.
So Michael is going
to
Get wrecked, Michael.
So get your draft boards ready. Michael, do you have a writing utensil and you want to write down all the picks?
No, but I can quick go get one. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Michael's going over that. We will go over the order again just one more time. It's going to be myself, Matt, Kaden, and Michael. Michael will go twice, and so he will end round 1, and he will start round 2. Round 2, it will then be Michael, Kaden, Matt, and myself, and then I will kickstart it off again in round 3. Just to remind everybody again of the categories. It's course, drink, snack, doubles partner, and walkouts.
Just to clarify, we can pick like any of them at any time. Or are we doing it in order?
Yeah,
okay.
you do not have to pick it in. You do not have to pick it in a particular order.
The love.
So it's Ben, Matt, Kaden, Michael.
Yes.
Ben, Matt, Kaden, Michael. Yep. So I am going first. I have the first overall pick.
No pressure.
And I am going to pick doubles partner. And I'm going to pick Kenny the Champ.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh boy.
So if you're on a quest to win in doubles, I'm going Kenny the Champ.
Okay.
Nice.
How do we feel? We'll talk about everybody's pick. How do you feel about that? Is that a 1-1? Is that a first overall pick in your book? How do you feel about it?
I don't know.
off-
I mean, I'd be
he's
curious
off
to
my
say,
board.
like,
Remember,
outside of like him having
don't tip picks. Don't
Outside-
tip picks. If you think that something's better, don't tip
outside of
He's off my board.
yeah, he's not on my board.
Yeah, my person isn't even a disc golfer for my number one.
like
so
it. I love it.
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
all
it's
right.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
keep you on your toes
Nice.
All
tonight.
right, Matt.
I'm gonna go. So my second pick 1, 2. I'm going snack, and really thought about taking trail mix on this one,
Don't
but
tip picks.
not gonna go trail mix. I'm gonna go beef jerky.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
no free ads,
Yeah.
but there's a disc
I don't-
golfer that does some really good beef jerky out there. That you know, good stuff. Good
That's
stuff.
right. No free ads, but that's not a 1-2. That's available later on.
No,
I really think
that's-
so.
Yeah.
I don't.
Get
I don't know.
monetized.
That's in
Yeah.
my top.
Jerky's available later
Ooh,
on.
That's in my top.
There was
Yeah,
there
it's
was
on my
thing
top.
Climo.
No. Okay, well I guarantee you whoever you pick and me and Kenny the Champ are beating whoever you pick
Ooh.
because we have 12 world titles between
Whoa,
the
hey,
two of us.
it's best disc golf day, having the most fun. All right.
Yeah, you don't know about
We all
that.
You know what's fun? Winning. And as we established last week, you hate fun.
all right. So
That's awesome.
Ben's mad he didn't get beef jerky. Caden, what's your pick?
No, I'm not mad. I just think that's available in round 4.
Okay. Okay, so I can still whatever my first pick would be. I'd say my first pick would have to be the course to play at, and I'm gonna have to go with the North Las Vegas Municipal Disc Golf Course. It's just a 9-holer. And it's also a ball golf course, but they've got stadium lighting everywhere.
Can play
and,
at all times a day.
It's a blast.
Stellar. That's
So,
stellar.
I could play those 9 over and over again.
I like it. That's a
That's
It's a good
That's a
pick.
very good
That's
pick.
that is a fantastic
no
pick.
context. Have no idea what it looks like.
Thank
but
you.
If you love it, I love it.
Google it.
You
I
just Google
before
it.
your
I
pick, you
drove.
just yell at me to Google it. You're fine.
Well, we drove by it when I was out at LBC, and just the fact that there are stadium lights and you can play disc
Yeah,
golf
yeah.
at night,
Yeah.
and it's
They do
open till like
clinics.
11 p.m.
Buying that all day.
boom.
We walked on 2 years ago, and Owen Scoggins and Sarah Holcomb were actually doing a clinic there.
Oh wow.
It was pretty cool
Ooh.
to sneak on there, and there was a big group of people,
That's
but
sweet.
we were trying to throw
Okay,
around
okay.
them and over them.
All right. My number 1 overall pick is going to be Gatorade Arctic Blitz. For all you out there,
Gatorade.
it's a light green Gatorade.
Water.
Huh?
Okay, we need to establish some rules though. Is other flavors of Gatorade on the board? I just want to establish this
Gatorade
right
is
now,
off the board.
so there's no
Gatorade
pressure.
is
Gatorade off the board.
No, we're okay.
I guess that makes it more difficult.
We're just.
Yeah.
and I like
Yeah,
that.
I would say
So
Gatorade
that's
I mean, I'm
Gatorade.
fine with
Type of
that.
Gatorade.
But I.
Okay.
Okay.
And then my second pick, I'm going to go with my doubles partner, and I'm going Paul McBeth.
Okay.
All right. They're going
for it.
hard for the win. Cool. Whatever.
Me and Kenny the
CMK.
Champ will still be.
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely
Save
not.
it for your buy or sell at the end of the day, boys.
Kenny the Champ would have 40 majors
You can
if he got to
calm
play in the number of majors.
Calm
If he got to
it
play in the number of
down,
majors
good
that Paul has played
Oh
in,
my goodness.
Sell.
Yeah, hard sell. All right, Kaden.
that's not
All
the
right,
segment.
Kaden.
That's not the
Let's
segment.
go, Kaden. Second round pick.
Okay. Well, all right. Since you guys are talking about doubles partners, I'll give you mine. My number one doubles partner, non-disc golfer, not alive, Mr.
Yeah,
Rogers.
Okay, yeah. Well done.
That's
Rest in
because
peace.
when it comes to smoking a tree, this guy's probably gonna sing me some super happy, generous song. It's gonna make me feel good. And I'm just gonna throw my alternate out there since it's not realistic for Mr. Rogers. It would have to be Leah Sinigini, having to do with she's got a really good attitude. She's a really nice person, and I think it would be a lot of fun to play with
Yeah,
her.
for real.
And she throws dillos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fellow dillo thrower.
Uh-huh. The T is silent.
All right.
All right, man.
Well, I've got some options here, but I'm going to round out the doubles partners here, even though I don't necessarily have to, because everyone else has taken theirs. But I'm going to go with Nate Sexton, and I'm going Nate Sexton
Ooh.
for the lack of a forehand I have, and I feel like he's got my back when I get bodied by my friends during disc golf rounds.
Yeah, you
The
do
guy
get
can
bodied
whip.
quite a
The guy
bit.
can whip back any kind of like insult or comeback or whatever. That quick wit. I need that
Yeah.
for my own sake.
Yeah, you do get bodied.
Yeah, he is rapid
Yeah.
fire.
Help me, Papa Nate.
All right, Ben.
All right. Coming around for me for two. I'm going snack. I'm going to take trail mix.
Boo.
Seems like a good choice. And then I'm going walkout song. Seven Nation
Yeah,
Army by the
that's
White
that's great.
Stripes.
That's great.
Those are my two picks. I think like talking about just something to get a crowd going.
It's true.
Seven Nation Army.
Mhm. It's true.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate chest thumper. Get your blood pumping.
For sure.
All right, Matt.
I am gonna go. I'm gonna go with the drink, and I'm gonna go with the strawberry lemonade body armor.
So just body armor.
Just body armor, yeah. But specifically, if we're gonna narrow it down,
Just thinking about it.
strawberry lemonade, so good, so good.
Yeah.
Good for you. Maybe.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, I will pick my walkout song. I kind of struggled with this one. I think I've got like a playlist basically listed. But in our conversation, I mentioned Wooly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. That's probably one of my favorite songs to kind of pick up the mood, and I think it would be pretty fun to tee off to.
Okay. I like it.
Wooly Bully.
Wooly bully. Wonderful.
And we gotta end it there, otherwise we're gonna get flagged by the
we're
YouTube
getting
gods.
flagged big time.
Oh,
Okay.
whoops.
I'm picking "Bring 'Em Out" by T.I. for my walkout song.
Oh, that's a jam. That's a jam. That's a banger and a slap.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm ready.
Matt looks like he's never heard that song a day in his life right now. The look he's just giving into the camera was a blank stare.
You all know how I feel about songs and my knowledge of songs. So my stare there is an accurate representation of all music. which you'll find
gosh.
on my walkout when I do mine.
Oh gosh.
What is it? Hot cross buns?
No, we don't tip picks on the show.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you out, my friend.
Kaden comes on the podcast once and just absolutely bodies him on the top rope.
I'm sorry. I just happened to listen to the most recent episode, and I heard you don't like fun, and I just had to add something to the list.
Oh God, I feel like he has his big hot cross bums.
Kaden, I thought one person, I'd be able to come to a show and one person would support me, or at least be on my side. We were so good before the show about aces, and now you've hurt me.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm great right now. I just had to do it. I'm
so
sorry.
great. Okay, for my next pick, I'm picking my course. And I am picking. This is the tough one. There's a lot. I'm probably picking Silver Creek.
Well, I know it's not going to be High Bridge.
Silver Creek.
And
Actually, you know what?
Ooh.
Silver Creek.
The
I
hills.
almost did it so that no
okay,
one else...
I have a problem with this pick.
Why?
I have a problem
Why?
with this pick because it's a dream day. It's a fantasy
Yeah,
land.
so, yeah.
Pick something on your bucket list that's like not feasible. Like we can drive to Silver any day. That's my problem with
But
this
he
pick.
loves it.
I
Don't be
love
yucking
it.
his...
It's
No,
a-
you know what? I'm not supporting anybody on this show. Never mind.
Oh,
There you
don't
go.
get
There you
salty.
go.
Tell me your next thing, Matt. And
No, it's not my turn. It's only my turn.
you.
Otherwise, I'll get bodied even
Well,
harder.
yeah.
All right.
Well, when the time
right, Kaden,
comes,
hit it
I'm
up.
letting you know. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
my
your
turn.
turn.
Are you
Okay.
done, Michael? Like you've
No,
got 5 now?
I've got 4.
No.
I'm the last pick.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. So I got snack or drink left. Drink, Gatorade already got
Yep.
taken, even though mine is the G Fit, the hydrate. I'm gonna go in the opposite direction of hydration.
I sell Gatorade. Those are 2 different products.
Okay, well, regardless, I'm gonna go the opposite direction and dehydrate myself, and it would probably have to be a Voodoo Ranger. Let my hair down,
Ooh,
have some
yeah.
fun.
Now, is that all
a good-
beers, or
good-
is that just Voodoo Ranger?
I enjoy most
Is
of
that,
them.
are we just saying
No,
IPAs?
Well,
I would
it's a
say- I would
Voodoo
say-
Rangers-
I would be-
Voodoo Ranger is like Gatorade. It's like if he's picking, like there are
That's
multiple
true,
Voodoo
that's
Ranger variants, so he's
Just
picking
Voodoo Ranger. Okay.
Boom.
But it is a fantastic beer to have on the course because it's light and refreshing, and that is not a free ad. That is literally on their website.
Read it right off of there.
Read
All
it.
right. I am going to go...
I've been to that brewery, so fun.
What happened to
Big
no
flex.
free ads?
Okay. So I am going to go with
That was an experience.
my course, I believe I have. And I'm going to go with Harmon Hills in Tennessee. Not a super...
Beautiful.
Oh, have you seen it? It's I
Yep.
love the course. It is probably my...
You've never seen it?
I told you. I'm all for it.
But beautiful course, rolling hills, long shots, really amazingly beautiful course. Must play if you're in the East Tennessee area.
Is it more wooded or open?
It's a good
What
it's a
is
good
the
mix. It's got
course
some
like?
open, longer holes, and then some tightly wooded fairways as well. 27 total holes.
Oh, nice.
We like that. All right, Ben, close
Yeah.
out your draft.
I am I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm closing it out, so I'm gonna go course first. I'm gonna go Maple Hill just because it's at the top of my bucket list, and I've played it in birdie. I've seen it on coverage. It's just like the last thing with Maple Hill that I need to do is like actually play it. And there's a guy that plays a league here in Green Bay who coincidentally, his name is also Ben. But he went out there last summer and came back and just said it was like heaven. Like he said, it was like a out of body, like holy experience, and that like everybody needs to do it.
Wow.
And then closing it out with my beverage, an Arnie Palmy.
Yeah, we love that.
Ooh,
Nice. Love it. Best late round pick for sure.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it's still
solid.
available. If we're
It was
being
my
honest, in
number
round 5.
2. It was my number 2. So
Ooh,
great pick there. I finish up with my walkout song, and I'm very big into like songs that hit like right away, very much. And it is Duel of Fates, and it is from Star Wars Phantom Menace. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. It hits super hard right away, and I don't take very long to like throw my shots, so I don't need a full song. So
I'm just gonna say, since I've had to comment off of every one of your choices so far, 110% back it just because it's Star Wars related.
Yeah.
So thank you for your contribution.
thank you for kind words for once on the show.
Hey, I can do it.
One of us can. Glad to hear it.
Okay, all right, it's my turn,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Well, my number one snack is definitely got to be the jalapeno Pringles.
Ooh.
Takes up a lot of space in the bag, but most definitely worth it. I feel like that's my G Fuel, ready to go. Gonna be doing some
Ooh,
stuff.
yeah.
Nice.
And I'm closing out this draft with my snack of choice, and it's going to be pistachios.
Ooh. Is it like a specific flavor?
There are some pistachios that you can do like chili, hot chili, and then there's also ones
Like
that you
Buffalo
can do
Wild
some
Wings.
honey roasted pistachios, and
Yep.
those hit. But yeah,
I think of those as State Fair donuts.
Yeah, the chili roasted or the honey roasted, either one, you can't go wrong. And I mean, also just like regular salted pistachios, like those hit, and they pack a good little bit of protein. They got some sustenance. They keep you going. Booyah!
The good stuff.
All right, Michael, you want to run back
Yeah.
into those picks, and then we'll do some honorable mentions.
All right, Ben in the number 1 spot, first overall pick, the champ as his doubles partner. Pick and trail mix for his snack. 7 Nation Army by the White Stripes for his walkout song. Maple Hill for his course, and an Arnie Palmy to drink. A nice beveragino there. Matt.
Sounds like a good
That's
day.
a great day. Matt, pick and jerky. Number 1 overall. Yeah, you didn't tell us. Like teriyaki, peppered.
Peppered for sure.
Peppered. Peppered's great. Nate
yeah.
Sexton is his
Solid.
doubles partner. Drinking Body Armor, specifically the strawberry lemonade variant. Harmon Hills is his course. And Duel of Fates from the Phantom Menace is his song.
Banger.
Big time. Kaden it takes the North Las Vegas Municipal Disc Golf Course because it's got them lights and he can play as long as he wants. Mr. Rogers is his doubles partner. Woolly Bully is his walkout song. Voodoo Ranger is his beveragino of choice. And then them jalapeno Pringles lighting a fire for his snack.
I think that sounds like more of a rough day.
And you're in Vegas, so you're going to be doing other things too. So that could be rough.
I didn't think that fully through. Jalapeno Pringles and beer. That sounds like a lot of heartburn.
That's like his day is like you just played 2 rounds on Saturday and you're just looking to vibe on Sunday after the tournament.
It would be a good time, probably.
Probably.
And then, for yours truly, I chose Gatorade, Arctic Blitz specifically. Sorry, Paul Macbeth as my doubles partner. Bring 'Em Out by T.I. as my walkout song. Going to Silver Creek in Manitowoc, Wisconsin as my course, and pistachios as my snack.
Michael, I feel like I just saw Ben shake his head again.
He
You gotta
did.
defend. You gotta defend the Silver Creek. Why is that your option that you're going with?
During the summer when you're not having a tournament and meeting up with some good friends, that's the course that we go to, and that's the one that's closest for all of us. Besides one of our good friends, so that's it just hits right for me because I get to hang out with my friends and throw some good shots. 36 holes of disc golf, good mix of holes. Let's go, all day. And then, no free ads. But for lunch, you go to the Fat Seagull. The owner, bartender knows what you're gonna get before you've even sat down. It's the Love Me Tender sandwich and the hotties.
Ooh.
So Ben, this is why I wanted to explain, because I knew it wasn't the course itself. I knew it was going to be Fat Spiegel.
Yes. Yes. No free ads until someone gives us an ad.
I can admit I've only played Silver Creek once and loved it. So I respect that
Thank you.
call.
Thank you.
But I think I need to have one of those experiences of
Fat Seagull.
that love-hate relationship, and maybe chucking a glitch out in Lake Michigan or something. I'm never gonna let it die.
Uh-uh.
I'm never gonna let it die.
It's back at MVP where it belongs.
I got a couple other ones if you need one.
I've got a couple. I've got one as well. Super pretty one. I should give it to you. You probably would use it more than me.
Yeah, sure. Hook me up.
Hook me up.
I will.
Well, we'll put a poll down there. Everybody will have to
Caden,
to vote for
Caden, I
who
need
they
you to
thought. Oh, we still got to run Caden's.
I gotta get you to defend Mr. Rogers, but besides him, he's got no disc golf ability.
Nope.
No, it's all that. It's
Nope,
all
that was
the.
more
It's
of
all
a-
the atmosphere, man.
Yeah. Well, I am. I enjoy playing competitively to an extent, but I am definitely an advocate for all of the other aspects of what the sport brings. So I wasn't really thinking about, really the strokes or anything. But
He would have had a blast with us on Sunday.
Yeah, you would have.
Specifically me.
oh man,
For context, three of the four people on this podcast and the regular crew went to Silver Creek last Sunday with another one of our friends and played doubles. We played 18 of doubles of one set and 18 doubles of the other. Michael and I took it down the first 18, and then Matt and I were partners the second 18. And Matt was not feeling being my partner down the stretch because Matt was like, I'm here for a good time. And I'm like, no, we're here to win. Pedal to the metal.
Ben and I had different philosophies of how we were going to get into the other team's head. He was very negative, and I was overly positive, and it just canceled each other out, and it did not work well.
Oh, just flat.
Ended up beating him by six whole macaroonies.
Yeah, always hurts to take a bogey in doubles. Sorry, Ben.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It does hurt to double.
Hey, everybody's choice of play,
Yeah,
that
does.
changes, and it's different for each person. I think that some of my best golf is played when I'm not really. I mean, I'm paying attention to what I'm shooting and how I'm shooting, but my main focus is having fun because I think that's when I end up actually playing the best.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Well, we'll drop the poll. Everybody vote for who had the best draft board. I forgot to take a look to see how we're doing, how that was going on the other poll, so I can pull that up quick to see how our starter pack finished.
Oh yeah.
But last time, where were we at?
Matt was winning.
Somehow was winning with a soft magnet.
Yeah, 50%.
I don't have to give any more free ads to the soft magnet. Everyone knows how I feel.
But before we head into our buy or sell, is there anything else you guys kind of wanted to talk about this week? Anything you guys wanted to kind of mention, talk about disc golf wise? Just a broad discussion. Kind of just shoot from the hip tonight. We kind of flew through our main segment there. Kaden, what do you got going on? Let's talk to you. You're our guest of honor. What we got going on at the summer at the shop? What do we got going on in the door disc golf world?
In the door disc golf world, we're gonna have some flex tourneys going on throughout the summer. We've got a really awesome employee that's been doing a really good job, Kevin. Really excited to see how things are going with him since he started last week.
Me and Kevin's mom are best friends, by the way.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Only because Kevin's mom said my frenemy. Well, no, he's not really my frenemy. He's my enemy. Joel Freeman. He said Joel Freeman's mom, Kevin's mom said Joel Freeman looks like a failed magician.
Oh, that's a hot take right there, isn't it?
That is a hot take.
But it's the truth.
That's awesome.
But anyway, you can keep going. But Kevin's a great guy. I love Kevin. Good buddy at Disc Golf Putting League, and he's already crushing it. I've seen him post some stuff on social about some of the new stuff coming in.
Yeah, some really, really cool stuff. Yeah, just really excited. Some changes in the displays. Shane has made some really nice displays for the storefront and everything, and it's all handmade from wood. Really good quality stuff, allowing us to get some more product in there. In terms of what's coming in the summer, I feel like it's pretty fluid unless it's on the schedule. It's always busy, more orders, more fresh new stuff. So, I mean, the most recent thing that we had gotten is a pretty big Lone Star order, and being another member of that Ranger team, I ended up doing a couple of impulse buys, and we ended up doing some pretty cool hot stamping on some of that.
We did.
So, yeah, and I think personally in the disc golf world, the story of the summer is going to be the relationship I'm going to be building with the Mockingbird and my Texas Ranger.
Yeah, it's going to be special. It's going to be special.
Beauty. It's going to be beautiful.
Well, so we go up there to Wildberry and play with the Kadonkey himself, and he splashes out of chains from 200 feet with the Texas Ranger. Nasty.
Yeah, and I screamed like a banshee.
It was screaming. He was stretching out, throwing it all. Blew up.
I couldn't even see it. Didn't know what was going on. But it was fun.
Really
it was
fun.
A good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have to get something going, and maybe I can tag along with you guys down to Silver Creek once, and maybe distract you guys, sing some Cher, keep it interesting.
I'd be honored. I'd be absolutely honored.
I love it. Love it.
Right on. All right, final results of the poll on the best starter pack. Taking it with 57% of the vote, Matt. Hats off to you, friend. I had 29% of the vote, and Michael had 14% of the vote. So, Matt, you can decide a punishment for Michael if you want, because he finished last. We'll work that out. We'll figure that out.
I love it. Yeah.
Who knows?
I'll think of something awesome. We can work on it together. We'll make it a group effort. I really want it to be a terrible punishment. So work on it together.
Well, hopefully by the next round we have some sort of punishment or something for Michael, as he is the loser.
Think hard, man.
I mean, probably he's such a big Paul McBeth fanboy, so he'll probably have to do something that's like something Paul McBeth related,
have to put all Ken Climo disc in
or
his
something
bag.
that. Yep.
I got some Kenny Clemo rates that I could put into my bag, and they go pretty far.
Ooh.
We'll figure it out. We'll come back with it. We got to put some thought into this. We got to put some thought into this. We can't just like let it roll,
No.
you know. But yeah, so that congrats to Matt on taking it down.
No,
see if you get it off
thanks to all 8 of our listeners. We appreciate you.
Boo.
There's more than that. There's more than 8, but
We have to take out our listens, and then it's probably 8.
okay. This is why you get bodied, because you're not optimistic.
Be optimistic, guy.
Yeah. Come on.
All right, gentlemen, it's everybody's favorite time of the week. Wrapping it up, buy or sell. Who's going first?
I mean, should we just start it off with me right away, and we can just get the bodying out of the way, and then we can finish the show on a decent note?
Why
All right.
not?
Cool.
I'll get a
let's do
suplex
it.
ready.
So we all saw last year that Eagle was working through some injuries, doing all that kind of stuff, and he started throwing left-handed. And I've dabbled around with it a little bit too, but kind of the talk around disc golf and because of that is, are more people going to start being ambidextrous when it comes to disc golf, and is that the future of disc golf?
Okay, so the take is the future being
Is the future of disc golf ambidextrous?
The future of the disc golf is ambidextrous by yourself.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Sell. I'm gonna sell.
I'm gonna sell as well.
Can I hold it or something? Because I've played some league nights with someone who is ambidextrous, and whenever they showed up, they were able to pull out a lefty throw that just made my head hurt and made me very jealous of not being able to throw with my left hand as well. But the people who are very solid with their with their dominant hand, I mean, if you're unstoppable with your primary hand, it's going to be game over. So, hold.
Hold.
Seems like a sell to me.
I'm just
I guess.
yeah. I'm selling.
I'm trying to
just
be
because,
nice now.
I'm selling just because like it's just such an anomaly. Like it's just more of like a party trick to me and out of necessity. And like that's why I just don't think that it's like Eagle did it out of necessity, not because like it was like he was just trying anything out or he was trying to get an advantage. I mean, it just has worked out and he still just used it. But yeah, that's why I'm selling is that it's the people that do it are just doing it out of necessity and not for funsies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one's thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go practice my lefty backhand because I need to practice my lefty backhand. They're going out because like I don't have another choice. I've got to do this. Which I mean, same with you. Like you were just like, I want to play disc golf still, so I'm gonna practice with my left hand so I can just be out there.
Right. I think there is some truth though to being like sometimes a lefty backhand like is better than a righty forehand. Like I think in certain scenarios, like the shots aren't exactly the same. But I think you can put some different lines if you were to get those evenly. So do I think it gives you an extreme advantage? No, but just a possibility of we've seen one player on tour utilize it. Just curious if you guys thought if it was.
It's an opportunity for a wider variety of shots. Yeah.
And a complete body.
I was just kind of like checking myself to see if I was still all together. Like, I feel good.
Are you sweating?
I feel decent about that.
Okay. By yourself. We all know that this podcast is a Maria Oliva stan. Maria Oliva getting an Elite Series win this year. By herself.
Bye, baby. I think that there's just a couple. I think she's going to come into her own. I think she's really started to climb over the last couple of events, and I think like as the season kind of carries on, and the field kind of works itself out as far as like who's consistent, who's, playing well as the courses kind of develop, who's in it and who's out of it. Like, yeah, I'm buying it. I don't know which one, but I think she's grabbing one. Maybe a silver event, but I think did you say elite or did you say a tour?
He said
event?
elite.
I said elite.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he said. I
said
pro
elite.
tour event. But either way, I still think she's getting an elite series. I think she's getting one. I don't know which one she's getting. Maybe D-Glow.
She throws far enough to get D-Glow.
Yeah, if she's got the consistency, if I think I would buy it. Yeah, if she's got the consistency, since she can pump it out there. I mean, if you got the distance, you got a leg up on everyone else already.
Truly.
So, yeah.
All right, Matt.
I am going to buy as well.
Thank
I thought that she could. Well, yeah, I would have been absolutely bodied if I would have sold.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy.
Darn tootin'.
She's got a lot of talent. And right now, like we've talked about multiple times in the show on how good the FBO field is really getting. And I think that FBO field, especially now that Kristen's back overseas, I don't know when she plans on coming back, but I think that she could sneak one in. I'm not picking her to win anything, but I think she could sneak one out.
Okay.
You wouldn't be too surprised.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if she won, but that's about anybody in that like top 7 of FPO right now. Like I wouldn't be surprised if any of them, even like you're looking at top 10, I wouldn't be surprised if someone in that field popped off or snuck off a win. Like it's easily possible.
This is a good kind of follow up to this. Is who's the FPO player that needs an elite series to win the most? Like maybe they've won one, maybe they haven't, and they haven't won in a while, or maybe they haven't won, or who needs one the most?
I'm gonna say maybe a hotter take. I think Kristen needs one. Kristen Tatar needs one, only because I think that like everyone still thinks that she's kind of on top, but I think she needs it more for herself than she does for like everybody else. She's
homeboy. She won one.
Another one, I would say. I would say she needs another one. She was on top for so long. Just to boost that confidence, I think she gets another one and she'll roll for the rest of the season. A couple of bad events, get her in elite.
It's been a rough 3 weeks.
I mean, lost that podium streak. It's all over. Got to rebound.
Well, people are talking about like how that might actually be pretty beneficial. Like she doesn't have that same like level of like pressure going in, and she could just go rock out and just absolutely blister the field this next event she plays. Who knows? And for me, it's going to be Haley King. Like she's shown us she's got the ceiling higher than just about anybody else out there. But she's I think she also has to get it for herself because like winning USWDGC was great for her, but people question the legitimacy of that as a major because everyone, in the FBO field, while they love it, they all questioned it as a major. And I think that, she really wants an elite series to prove to herself and to everyone else that she's got it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's because when she's on it,
she's so good.
She's hot to trot. Yeah, she's got some serious talent. If I were to say anyone, and this might be a little uneducated, but I would have to say the double P, Paige Pierce.
Yeah.
When I was getting into the sport in terms of FPO, I mean, even up to a year, 2 years ago, she was the most dominant FBO player there was in the field. And I feel like Kristen has taken the mantle from her, especially this past year. And, for the notoriety that's associated with her and everything that, she's got to almost maintain the dominance that she's had in order for her to stay as big as she was.
Yeah, totally.
She does have one already
I don't
this
know.
year, though, right? Austin.
Yeah.
Open
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah,
But silver.
Yeah. but more.
Or was it silver?
No, Open at Austin was an elite.
No, it was a
It
tour.
was the Innova Open
Yeah.
at Texas.
Texas State
was
was
the
silver.
silver. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
she,
Yeah, where Calvin won MP55. Did
Yeah.
you guys see that? Do you guys know what I'm referencing?
No idea.
The belt. So you know how at Texas State's the trophy's a belt buckle?
Oh, yeah.
They handed Calvin the wrong belt buckle, and it said MP55 champion.
That's awesome. I would want to keep it.
Put
that on the wall or wear it around town.
Or what is he? 24.
Calvin's
27?
27, bud. He's 27, 28. Yeah, he's literally even at his age.
Makes me feel great about myself. And
My pick for who I think needs an FPO win the most is Ella Hansen.
Mm.
She needs it. She needs to prove herself. She's in her contract's up at the end of this year. An Elite Series would propel her and make her much more valuable. Yeah. I mean, she already is very valuable, but she could have something to go back to any manufacturer on and be like, I got one now. You know, she's just in the hunt. She throws far. She just didn't close in Waco, but
it'd be awesome to see her take a couple down.
For reals.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Kaden, Ben, give us your buyer sales.
Buy or sell. All right. Buy or sell. I'm going to have to say that the Texas Ranger by Lone Star Disc is one of the most underrated mid-ranges out there. And maybe it's underrated because of the fact that it is a newer company, but I think that I think it's on par with the Buzz, a couple other discs that I can't name off the top of my head right now. But I think that that's one disc that
Buzz Rock Truth
belongs in everyone's bag.
Hex.
Yeah.
Hex.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That basically swapped the Hex.
I'm buying that. I feel like I have to, you know. So I don't make the rules. I'm obliged to buy it. So for no neat explanation needed, buy.
I'm selling it purely just because of what you said. Like, still brand new. People are still gonna be trying it out, testing it out, figuring it out, and give it like.
Do you want to throw one tomorrow?
No, I don't
give it
need
to you.
I got my bag set. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's a bunch of 6-time.
No,
everything.
that's not true at all. I don't have any 6-time anything in my bag. Thank you very little.
Yet.
No?
So, I lost my train of thought. Oh,
I mean, I'll jump in. I'm going to sell for the same reason that. Go ahead.
I figured it out. Give it like 3-4 years of being out in the sales world, and if then people are still not using it, I think that then you'll have it. But for right now, since it's still so new, I think so. Sell it.
I'll take it.
I'm going to sell as well for the same reason, but just that slot of mid-range has so many like exactly same like quote unquote flight number type discs, and they all. I mean, you could say they all fly the same, or you could say they all fly fly different too. It just there's so many molds in there, and like everybody feels like their 5.5 neg 1.1 disc is the best mid range and the most underrated mid range out there. And I just feel like really what it comes down to with those kind of discs is how it feels in your hand. Like if the disc feels great in your hand, then that mid range is going to be the one that you go with, whatever if whatever 5.5 neg 1.1 disc you have. So I've thrown it before. I think it's a great disc. Need to try one in alpha, but my Bravo one's just a little bit too gummies.
Okay. All right. Well, I got 25%, and it was an obligatory 25%, but I'll take it.
Yes. All right, lead us home.
All right. Buy or sell. You should have to make at least 3 attempts in various forms of communication to return somebody's disc before you can do whatever you please with it. 3 attempts.
Does this include maritime law?
No.
So that's excluded for okay.
So any disc found in water is completely out.
Yeah, just up for grabs. If I find it, I keep it.
I'm gonna buy that. I'd even buy up to like 5 times probably.
I knew that this was just going to be a huge buy, but it's more of a discussion topic that I want to talk about. That I think that there are just so many scumbags out there that I hate when people are like, "I found a disc. Tell me what it is, and you can get it." Or tell me what hole you lost it on, and I'll give it back to you. No, just post that you found a blue Texas Ranger at this course. Tell me if it's yours, and I'll give it to you.
So
why? Because then you did the right thing, and then whoever snatched it up either got their disc back, or if they snatched it up, then they're gonna have bad karma forever.
Yeah.
That's the way.
So I guess can I clarify the question? Because I'm thinking about selling. Are you saying that we should contact them 3 times on 3 different various platforms, or are you saying I should reach out to them
3 times, but at least try something different? Like if they don't respond to a text, maybe give them a call, or if they don't answer a call, maybe shoot them a text, or if they have their full name on there and they're not answering anything, maybe try and find them on Facebook, or if they you find them on Facebook and they're not answering because of privacy settings, maybe post in the group that's like, hey, does anybody know Tom Smith? I have his disc,
So I am
make it a valid effort, because I feel like no one makes valid effort.
See, and I'm buying 2 max. I'm buying the text or the phone. I'm buying text. I don't call people in general, so I'm not calling somebody. And then I'm buying the post on Facebook, post in your local group or whatever. You talked, I believe it was the first or second week of our podcast about not trying to help people find discs in that show. Why would you take more of
but if I stumble upon a disc, this is the difference. If I stumble upon someone's disc, I'm going to get it back to them. But in a tournament play, that's different.
My thing is I don't feel like I'm going to I have plenty of other things that I have to do in a day. I'm not necessarily concerning myself. If I reach out once, send you a text message, and then post it on Facebook, I'm buying. Yes, you should reach out to them and try to get it back to somebody, but I'm selling 3 times or more.
Fair.
All right. Well, if Matt finds your disc, you're not getting it back. So.
Okay, I think we could add another layer to this and be like, how long do you give them to respond before you try that next method of communication?
At least 48 hours.
Okay, I'm game. Match 24 hours.
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna the person gave the person was probably looking for their disc and gave up on it and was done and already has it out of their mind. I feel like I'm doing them as a service by, hey, I have your disc. How would you like me to get it back to you, or help you out? Post it on Facebook. I've made a concerted effort to try to get the disc back to you. At that point, if you're just not going to check your social media or not respond to a random number, that's on you. I've tried 2 forms of how to get it. I'm not going any further than that. And I can be the selfish guy, but I just don't think that if you're going to throw an extra disc and leave it on the fairway or leave it somewhere, or you're going to give up on a disc, you've taken that and you say, hey, I've lost it, and I'm hoping that somebody will message me back and I'll get it back.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, do you think those black discs behind him were just ones he found on the course and didn't make a concerned effort to get him back to people?
No, I know he.
Oh,
Can't confirm.
No, he won them.
he earned
He won them. I just need.
I haven't even seen one of those in person.
I didn't until I found that one at Silver Creek.
Right. Oh, there you go.
Absolutely
There you go.
kidding.
To
Can't
replace your
confirm.
glitch.
PDGA number 92111.
No free ads.
There you go. I would buy it. I would buy it at 3, but I think that would be my limit. We have, as a store, we get a lot of discs sent to us, and if there is a phone number on them, we are going to reach out to them. We're going to post on our account, and there's a lot of instances where we do not get any sort of response or they don't pick up. So after a certain period of time, what are you gonna do with this stack of lost, used, unclaimed discs? So, and personally, if I find a disc, especially when I'm traveling on the road for work, I'm gonna, regardless of where I am, I'm gonna call and maybe leave a voicemail, but I'm only in that location for so long. So after that, if I don't get in touch with them, I'll probably just leave it at the course or something like that, and that would be in the voicemail. So 3 would be my cap.
I just want to clarify before we go any further. We found a disc at Silver Creek this weekend. I was the person to text them, and then we dropped it off at the local bar where they keep the discs right across from the court. So I'm not a bad guy when it comes to this, okay? I just feel like there's a limit.
Peer pressure. There was peer pressure.
There were
other
3 people in the car with you. Who knows what you would have done
Which
if you
no
were
one,
on your
which
own.
no one else wanted to text the person. I was the one. The driver was the one who had to text.
No. I had the disc in my hand, and I was taking my shoes off and loading my bag, and I was going to text the human. And you just said, "Hey, Ben, did you text him yet?" And I was like, "Not yet. I'm taking my shoes off." And you said, "Okay." And then you grabbed it and did.
No, that's perfect. I just wanted it on record that I was the one, that someone else said I was the one who reached out and told somebody.
He didn't reach out. He was searching on eBay what the resale value was.
It was.
Yeah, it was kind of scary that you knew that from that far.
All in all, return
Yeah.
the discs that you find. Regardless, if you find something, reach out to the person. Whatever your limit is, just don't hold on to the disc.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a good way to end it. Anything else that anybody wants to say as we wrap it up here?
There's no spoilers in Life's Parts.
Keep it
No
subpar.
spoilers in Life's
No
Parts.
spoilers in life sparts, as we always say. Like us on all your favorite podcasting platforms. Drop us a like. Make sure you vote in the poll for who had the best draft board for the best disc golf day. We'll catch you next week if you're going to be, well, it'll be over, but we hope that we saw some people that we knew that listened to our show up at springtime. Make sure you go to doordisc.com for all of your disc golf needs, wants, hopes, dreams, all that good stuff. That's where you can catch Kaden on the weekends sometimes. That's all we got. Keep it subpar. No spoilers in live sports. Keep on dreaming.